Josh Folcom, Heather Strong's father, was one of the people the police started investigating when she vanished in February 2009. This was out of the ordinary for the mother of two. The police that he would be questioned first, and that he last saw her when he dropped her off at a neighborhood Petros.
You're awake, man? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm just wore out. I get up at 4 in the morning.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, buddy.
And then you got back in your car?
And I went back to the house.
And when you left, she was
Right there at Petros.
standing up there at Petro. You know there's video at Petro, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, they got cameras all around it.
No video
Of what?
of Heather at that Petro on that date. All day. All night.
Although Josh insisted he didn't know where Heather was, the police discovered that Josh had been seeing a woman named Amelia. Car, Amelia, Josh, and Heather were all parties to a romantic triangle that widely recognized truth that she detested Heather. With this knowledge, the authorities called Amelia in for interrogation.
Hey,
Hey,
tired?
exhausted. About my bedtime.
I'm trying to make this quick as possible, okay? I appreciate you coming up here.
You look tired too.
Very tired. Appreciate you coming up here. Understand, you're not pressured to be here. This is all voluntary. That door is only closed for privacy. It's not locked. You're more than welcome to get up and walk out at any time, okay? Right here, we're trying to get some things together. We're trying to sort out some differences and get a clear understanding. Let me just get some understanding between you and Josh. How long you guys been knowing each other?
This August will be about 2 years.
So you known each other for about 2 years?
Yeah.
Tell me the relationship between you, Josh, and Heather.
They split up. Me and him tried a relationship. And then in December, he wanted to work things out for his kids' sake, and we parted ways. And we just agreed that when she came along, we'd have some kind of civil relationship, and it's hard when you got 5 kids between different people.
How many kids do you have?
3.
You got 3 kids?
Yeah.
And then she has
2.
the 2 kids. Explain the relationship between you and her.
There wasn't really ever one. Excuse me. We had a little bit of contact over the 4 months because she would, when she felt up to it, allow him to see his kids. So we had some kind of contact, but I usually got the, I'm gonna kill you, you're a bitch, you're a whore, blah, 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 because me and him had a
Amelia offers an explanation. That because Josh was having children with both of them at the time, there was animosity between her and Heather. Question, the cops thought Josh was the father of Amelia's 4th child, which she was expecting.
just maintained our distance.
Okay. Have you and her ever got into it about anything?
No. I've kept my distance. I mean, over the phone. But actual person to person, no. She could actually be pretty civil when we had to be.
Right. Just trying to think. When was the last time you saw her?
Couple days after he went to jail. Because she asked me to babysit the kids for a few hours so she could go to work. And I
What? She likes you to babysit the kids?
And I told her I wasn't too sure about it because we had an awkward kind of relationship, and she said, well, Mackenzie really likes you and she loves you and she'd rather you babysit them. So I was there for a few hours, babysat.
Where'd you babysit them at?
South Shore Fish Camp.
Okay.
The trailer they used to live in. I'm sorry. And I was there for a few hours, babysat. She came home and Jamie gave me a ride home.
So you hadn't seen her since, when was the last time you saw her?
That night I babysat, which was the Saturday after Josh got arrested. And my son turned 7 January 8th. I don't remember if that was a Thursday or a Friday. So that Saturday had to be the 9th or the 10th.
Of January?
Yeah. It'd be nice to locate her. I mean, we have an 8-year-old girl who's crying looking for her mom. Mom won't call, mom won't make contact, nothing. And I mean, it's just, I have 3 kids who have shitty fathers who have no contact with them, and, it's just, it's messed up. So, I mean, he's gone to asked people what he can do. He's
Ask people like who?
like, okay, child sports is trying to come after him, and he told them, he said, look, I don't even know where she's at. I've got the kids right now. So I guess they freezed it temporarily till everything is situated. So right now it's a mess. It is a tangled up mess. We don't know where she's at.
The detective thought that something wasn't quite right about her account, so he made the decision to confront Amelia more forcefully.
Now, is there something that you need to tell me?
I mean, she made contact with the landlord in Spar
How do you know that?
because the landlord had said something to Josh when he was going to pick up the kids' belongings about not releasing anything without her
Is
consent.
that what Josh told you?
Well, I mean, that's what I heard from him and his sister. Was
Okay,
that
again, that's what I said. Is that's what
Yeah.
Josh told you? So Josh told you that Heather called the landlord.
No, he didn't tell me that she called. He said that when he got home to pick up the kids, his sister said that the landlord had called and told her that Heather called and said it was okay for him to go pick up the belongings.
Okay, and you believe Heather made that call?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, why wouldn't she?
All right. You know, there's a lot of people that we're going to be talking to.
Oh, no.
Okay. And if there's something you need to tell me, this is the time to tell me right now.
Oh, I'm hoping you guys find her. I mean,
Well, we're going to find her with your help.
'cause, I mean, it'd be...
With your help, we're going to find
Yeah.
her. Okay? And I need you to understand that. I need your help.
And I'm here to help. I mean, we've got kids who need both parents
If you know something, this is the time. This is our opportunity. Because you want to see that baby being born.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Okay?
Yeah.
You don't want something to bite you in the behind if you know something.
Oh, no.
Okay? The relationship between you and her, I know for a fact that you and her at least got into an argument one time. Okay? And clarify this now, because I know for a fact that this happened. That when you guys got into that argument, you grabbed her by her hair. You remember that?
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Tell me about that.
Who told you that? Because
Tell me about that.
that was the night I babysat. She came in and we kind of talked a little bit, and I told her I had to go. She started arguing with me about not seeing Josh, and I told her I hadn't spoken to him since we split up in December, and said she was going to try to work things out with him, and that was it. And I told her I was leaving. Trust me, if I had put my hands on
Tell me
her,
what happened by that.
she would have had me in jail.
Well, you put your hands on her because you grabbed a handful of her hair. So tell me about that incident.
I didn't grab her. We were talking and we were kind of getting into a little bit of an argument. That's when I told Jamie, can we just go?
So Jamie was there too?
Yeah.
Who else was there?
At that time, it was just us three, and the kids were in the bedroom asleep.
Just you guys three?
Yep.
Okay. So, if you were there, Jamie was there, and Heather was there, and I'm telling you that I know for a fact that something happened, where do you think I get that information from?
From Jamie.
Okay. Tell me about what happened.
We were arguing because she wanted me
And
to
what
keep my
happened?
distance. Nothing. I told Jamie, let's go. I don't want to be here. I had my son.
You grabbed a handful of her hair, you grabbed a knife, and you put it to her throat.
No, I didn't, because if I did, I'd be sitting in county.
No. You guys made a mutual agreement that nobody was going to call law enforcement. Nobody was going to do anything after you guys settled down. You need to be straight up and honest with me.
Okay, and
Okay.
I'm telling you how to put my hands on her.
No.
She would have had me arrested.
No. I'm telling you what happened. I'm asking you to be straight up. You're not going to get in trouble for that.
Jamie, Amelia's friend and the father of her first child, reportedly reported the altercation to the police. Amelia knows she needs to refute. The detective quickly understands that James' testimony will make her seem guilty. He chooses to intensify the heat while she is doing.
Yeah, me and Jamie don't have a good history.
Okay.
We really don't.
There's some other things. I'm just opening Pandora's box a little bit. And this is the time for that you need to be straight up and honest with me. Okay? Again, you don't need to get yourself into trouble with that baby.
Oh, and I know, and I'm being honest with you.
If I know that little tidbit, there's a lot more that I know. There's a lot more people that I have talked to. Okay? This is your opportunity for you to be straight up with me. Some shit went sour. Okay? Clean your slate.
Okay, what I'm telling you is that's the last time I saw her was because we got into that argument.
You don't like her.
I don't have a problem with her.
Now you don't.
No, I've stepped back many times.
Now you don't. There's other people has come forward about some statements that you have made.
In regards to?
Some statements you have made. I'm telling you, if you want me to go down this road, it's not going to look pretty for you.
Okay, but
this is the opportunity. Listen, you two guys are sleeping with the same damn man. And you can't sit up here and tell me that, oh, you guys had a amicable relationship. Because that's bullshit.
Said we did.
You didn't like her. She didn't like you.
Okay, and I agreed to babysit that night.
Yes, you did agree to babysit that night.
And when we got into it, I chose to leave.
You didn't want her. You don't want her in the picture because you know that Josh would go back to her. Josh would choose her over you any day.
And I've
you know that for a fact.
Many times so that he could be with his kids. I have 3 other kids I've raised by myself.
I understand
Raising a child by myself is not a big deal.
I can only help you if you help yourself.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is we got into an argument and I was ready to go because I am pregnant. Why would I put my hands on someone while I'm pregnant and run the risk of getting hurt?
It happened. Did it not?
No.
You never got into a conversation with somebody, okay? Because I'm finna open up another one, and this is the last one I'm gonna open up because you're gonna get yourself in a hell of a lot of trouble, okay? I'm tired. You're tired, and you're lying to me, okay? And you're gonna get yourself into trouble. It's gonna be a very, very long night, okay? You got into a conversation with someone where you offered someone some money. Oh. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've heard this rumor.
It's a rumor?
Yeah.
How does it more than one person know about it?
Because where we live, if you
Tell me about it.
Let me guess, Jason Lotshaw?
Tell me about it. Why is it that I have to open something up for you to say, oh, and I'm sitting up here and I'm asking you a question. Very specific questions that I'm asking you. Okay? If there's anything else that I need to know, you need to tell me. I think that'd be one that I come up, hey, somebody just said a rumor, or this bullshit rumor is going on, or this is going on, or that's happening. You're gonna walk yourself into some shit that you can't get out of. I'm telling you right now. This is your opportunity, and I only knock once.
Okay, well, what I'm telling you is, me and her got into it, and I asked to leave. Well, after that, there were rumors from Jamie, Jason, that I was supposedly trying to pay someone to get rid of her, this and that. I'm not going to stoop to that kind of a level over a man. I'm sorry, it's not worth it. I have 3 kids I've raised by myself. This is another one I can raise by myself. I wouldn't do that. And they have done nothing but made my life hell for as long as I can remember. Jamie Acom, Jason Lotshaw. Those are 2 people who, for as long as I can remember, have made my life hell.
Okay.
Me and Jamie don't get along because he knows I'm in the process of trying to come after him for child support. So right now, anything he can do to harm me, he has tried.
Who else do you have issues with that you think that would just rely on you?
Anyone associated with Jamie Acom's family.
Give me a name.
His brother Josh, his girlfriend Chrissy, her brother Timmy, anyone associated with him and
you're going to name everybody that's going to come up here and lie on you.
No, I'm just naming people that are associated with Jamie.
I'm telling you, okay?
Because of her intelligence, Amelia starts to mention other names associated with Jamie. To discredit as many witnesses as possible, the easiest way is to claim they are pals with Jamie.
And you just named 2 people that was present in a vehicle with you when you offered someone $500.
Where would I have?
To help.
Sorry, go ahead.
To help you get rid of Heather. There's another conversation you had with someone. You're soliciting to commit murder.
How?
That's serious. And I got more than one person telling me that. Okay? Listen to me. I got more than one person telling me that. Okay? That don't look good for you. This is your time. Okay? Because when we go get Josh, okay, it's either you or Josh. So you make your decision. Do you owe Josh that? Or do you owe your kids that? This is the time. Tonight.
But what
if you're going to sit up here and lie to me, I'd rather you just look at me. Okay? And not say a word. But if you're going to continue to lie to me, I'm going to make your life very, very hard. I'm just being honest to you. Because I'm trying to give you opportunity, sweetheart, to do the right thing. The shit may have gotten out of hand. You got a baby right there you got to think about. If it happened, that's fine. If it's out of anger, that's fine. I understand. I'd be pissed off at it too, because I like this man, and this man constantly goes back to this girl that ain't shit.
But why would I hurt her is what I don't understand.
Why? Because you can get her out of the way.
But you know what? In 2 years, me and him have been off and on.
And you're tired of that shit. But now you have a kid from him, from Josh. You have no other kids from Josh, do you?
I've been off and on with Jamie for 10 years. 10 years.
Right,
I wouldn't.
Let me tell you something. You telling me the conversation with Christy never happened?
With who? Chrissy?
Mm-hmm.
I never said anything to her. I mean, I was mad. And I told her that I was pissed off about the whole situation.
Exactly. You never had a conversation with Christy to help you.
No, not Chrissy. And
you never had a conversation with, not Josh, the other guy you just
Jason?
named. Jason.
No. I don't associate with them.
So why would that come out?
Because of Jamie. If you knew.
2 separate people.
Not 2 separate. People associated with Jamie.
And everybody hates you.
If you only knew.
So you're saying that you never grabbed a knife?
No, I never grabbed a knife.
You never grabbed a handful of her hair?
No, because she would have beat my butt. Trust me. I'm pregnant. She didn't want me having his kid. She would have hurt me.
Sit tight and think about this, okay?
Okay.
Amelia had a reason for forcing Heather to disappear, but why did Josh do it? Josh's most recent arrest was investigated by the police, and the findings showed that Josh made this call to Heather while he was incarcerated because she had pulled a gun on him, and she had called the police.
Heather.
Hello?
Hey, please don't hang up.
I'm not.
Heather, why did you do this?
Josh, because I can't, you promised me I can't live like this.
Well, are you going to push this or what?
You're not going to do that, Josh. You're going to kill me when you get out of there.
Heather disappeared shortly after Josh was released on bail. The police now had Josh's motive, but he still denied knowing anything about what happened to Heather. While he was being interviewed, Josh asked for a cigarette, so the police used a hidden voice recorder outside. They were shocked by what he said.
What did Amelia tell you? Did she get to go home?
Mm-hmm. Yes, she did.
How come she got to go home and I can't?
Maybe she was a little bit more honest. See how that works?
I'm going to tell you this is what I was told. Right here. I was told she was gone to leave it alone. That's what I was told. That she's gone to leave it alone.
More robust, Josh continued to deny knowing anything about Heather's fate, even after the authorities discovered his motivations, soon after he was freed on bond. Josh requested a cigarette during his questioning, so the officers, they were astounded by what he said, and they discovered a covered audio recorder outside.
What did Amelia tell you? Did she get to go home?
Mm-hmm. Yes, she did.
How come she got to go home and I can't?
Maybe she was a little bit more honest. See how that works?
I'm going to tell you this is what I was told. Right here. I was told she was gone to leave it alone. That's what I was told. That she's gone to leave it alone.
Josh stated that Amelia had informed him that he was to leave it alone because she had handled the situation.
Told him that. Okay? We know that he brought her back to the house that night.
To what house? I was home that night.
Listen, your heart is about to jump out of your chest.
Because I was home at my mama's.
Your heart is about to jump out of your chest.
That pisses me off.
Okay. Don't do this to yourself.
But what?
Don't do this to yourself.
Ask my mom. I was home.
Don't do this
that
to
night.
yourself.
What is he saying I did?
That you set it up.
Set what up though? I mean, because all I heard him say was that I didn't even hear him say where he left her. At what house?
No. Listen here. Okay? You're trying to backpedal out of it.
No, I'm trying to. I didn't really hear.
Okay. I'm telling you that he said that you told him that you guys took care of Heather and for him not to worry about her anymore.
Who's you guys?
You.
But how if I was
You.
home?
He knows, and he told me about the incident about you grabbing Heather at the house when you were supposed to be babysitting and put the knife to her throat.
He was in jail.
Exactly. Okay?
Because he even told
But
me
he knows about it.
Because he said
Okay?
that's what...
Listen, let's not entertain that. Let's not entertain that. Because I'm telling you right now, he's admitted to his stuff. He lawyered up. But he chose, you know what? I think I need to tell you all the truth. That's why you're back in here.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, you can question my mom, my sister. You can even question Penny Salveo, because she was at my mom's house that
Amelia,
night.
what night?
February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. That supposedly she left. The day after Valentine's Day, February 15th, because they came over there.
Let me explain something to you, sweetheart. Okay? Just explained to you earlier when you were in here today that you had been soliciting people to do something to her.
Hearsay.
You call it what you want.
I'm just...
You call it what you want, lawyer. Okay? We ain't back down here to have a picnic.
I know this, but see,
Okay.
this is why I'm upset, is because...
You can be upset all you want to. I'm telling you right now, your boyfriend has thrown you under the bus. He's admitted to lying. He's admitted, okay, that he is involved in this and knows about it. Okay? And that you know about it. Now you can sit here and play this game all you want. I told you the first time when I held your hand and I looked you square in the eye and I told you this is your opportunity to come clean and be straight.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is...
I'm gonna get up and walk out of this room if you lie to me. You ain't back down here for nothing.
I know this. I was home.
Okay.
You can listen to every jail phone call back and forth between me and him, where he has hinted at, when I get out, things are going to be different between me and you. You don't have to worry about her messing with us anymore.
Did he give you $1,000?
From where? I put up $1,700 for his lawyer so he could get out of jail. I put up $1,700. Where was he going to give me $1,000?
Paid your money back, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
When he got his tax?
No, he
He didn't
didn't.
give you $1,000?
Because his taxes went straight to his lawyer. Because he had to sign a waiver so she could cash the check.
Okay.
And when he got a check for $1,000, he asked me whether or not we wanted to try to work things out and live together.
So
or
he
whether or
never
not...
told you that. I'm sorry. So you never
It's
told
okay.
you never told him to not to worry about her anymore. It's
No.
taken care of.
If you listen to the jail
We're not talking about jail phone calls.
well,
He was out of jail then. He was out of jail.
No, I didn't. And I was home. Because you can question my mom, my sister, you can question Penny Salvale and her son, because they were at my house that night because Josh was calling from
So he's
his
a flat-out liar.
mom's cell phone.
So he's a flat out liar if he's trying to involve you in her death.
Yeah. And you know, that's got me really upset right now because I have kids I have to take care of. I've done it on my own. Why am I going to risk throwing my life away over...
Occasionally, a suspect may attempt to downplay the truth by insinuating a response. Rather than just stating that they didn't, it will say something like, "Why would I do such a thing?" in order to explicitly refute the claim.
And I told him, I said, Josh, don't you think if I'd have pulled a knife on her, I'd be sitting on the other side of county jail?
Say the reason why you didn't, the reason why she didn't, is because you're pregnant. And she didn't want to see you go to jail with that baby.
And I highly doubt that. Because if anything, she didn't want me to have this baby.
Okay. Sit tight a second.
Yeah, and now I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know where she's at, man. I don't. I just want to sleep and get up.
So you telling me Amelia knows, she knows everything?
I think she knows more about the shit than I do.
You telling me she never asked you, if she was going to do it, she never asked you what was the best way to do it? She never asked you where's the best place to
Man,
find?
I ain't no fucking murderer, man. I don't know what the best way to kill people and...
Because Josh had used Heather's credit card while she was away, the investigator had little choice but to book him. Josh was about to leave when she went missing, but he had something else to tell the police.
Take her to jail.
That's where you want to go, my man.
That ain't where I want to go, man. I got no choice.
You got all the choice, brother.
I don't know what else to do.
What else you got in your pockets?
Rob, man. You let me take that by my mama if I take you to it? We'll go right now.
You take me to where Heather is, I'll take your wallet to your mom.
You want to take me by and let me talk to mom?
You take me to Heather first.
And you take me by my mom?
That's a promise.
Let's go, man.
All right, come on,
This shit off.
Yeah, all this is happening.
Josh led the authorities to Heather's body, which was located behind Amelia's house. He hid inside a huge duffel bag, telling the authorities that Amelia was the one who ended his life.
Took Heather's life.
Okay. What we want you to do is listen to us right now. Okay? Don't say anything. Obviously, you know what's going on. You have been in here since last night, answering questions, telling us lies, telling us the truth, telling us lies back and forth. Okay? That stops here. Okay? We found Heather. Okay? She's obviously murdered. Okay? We've been speaking with Josh all night. Okay? We've been letting you listen to some of the things he's been saying, and we've been telling him some of the things you've been saying, okay? That's not an attempt to play you one against the other. It's an attempt to get the truth out of two people that are lying to us very much, okay? I want to tell you how you stand right now, okay? You don't stand so well, okay? Because everything is pointing to Amelia, and I'm going to explain that to you, and I want you to listen to me, and not ask any questions, okay? What I've done is just made a little cheat sheet here for myself, okay? We have Amelia, that's you in the middle, okay? And these are all the things that are against Amelia, okay? The body was found on your property, okay, where you're living. We have Heather, okay? Obviously she's deceased. But Josh was gonna go back with her, the father of your baby, okay? We have Chrissy, and we have James involved, okay? Chrissy's like, yeah. You know, she held a knife to her throat, pulled her hair, and all that stuff. Don't deny it. Don't admit it, okay? Because I don't want to lie out of your mouth until you hear.
Amelia's shown everything evidence that they possess against her.
I still have everything pointing to you.
Yeah.
I can put you in prison for the rest of your life just with this evidence, okay? I can. But I need to give Amelia a chance because you've been lying to us all night. You've been telling us the truth here. You've been telling us lies there. Okay, that stops right now because Amelia and her baby are being affected now.
And I've been trying to make an effort with Detective Blue with the phone calls.
Okay. You're being affected now, okay? Because you don't want your baby born in prison. We don't want your baby born in prison, okay? And I'm not saying that's where you're gonna end up, okay? But if I have to use all this stuff against you, you're the only suspect that I have right now that can win in court, okay? So I want to know from you exactly what happened. No more of this I think or I heard or nothing. I want the truth, okay? The truth starts right now because now we ain't playing, okay? You never met me before. You have to trust me, okay? You have to trust this man too. He's been doing this a lot longer than I have. He's been doing it 30 years, I've been doing it 20 years. Okay? Stops today.
I don't want to go to prison.
Well,
We don't want you to either. Okay.
But I can hand you Josh on a silver platter.
Okay, well, let's get through this, okay? And keep your kids in your mind and in your
That's what I'm
mind.
saying. I mean, I can tell you everything that I know.
Okay. Are you willing to do that?
I don't want to. I want immunity. I will testify. I will.
Let's hear what you have to say first. I can't promise you nothing.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm.
Well, let
afraid
me
of.
just explain this to you.
I want something to where I'm not going to take it from my babies.
Well, we ain't gonna take you from your babies, and we're not gonna take your babies from you. Okay?
See, it's hard because we're trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what you're going to tell me. Okay, a lot of what you can tell me, we're going to know if it's the truth or not. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think that. I hope that you don't think that you would be sitting here having this conversation with us if we wasn't thinking anything different. Okay.
Yeah.
All we're after is the truth.
I understand that.
Just the truth of who killed her. Okay.
Well, I didn't kill her, but I can tell you details and I can tell you things about everything.
I bet you can. Okay.
But I'm just saying.
If you didn't kill her, okay, and you tell us, and we believe you, okay, we can't put you in jail for something you did.
Well, after Detective Bowie played me that tape, that's when I told him when we go out to the house, every time he calls, I want it on speaker and I want you to hear what he has to say. And I've been asking the questions Detective Bowie wanted me to ask him. I'm trying to help. I don't want to be taken from my kids.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you details that you guys probably already know. I can tell you everything that happened to her.
So if you think we already know that stuff and we haven't arrested you.
Amelia understands that she has to write a story, or else she is the victim and Josh is the enraged psychopath. She starts out by claiming that she happened to walk in on Heather, duct taped to a chair within her trailer.
I come across Heather
Where?
duct taped to the little blue chair.
In the trailer.
In the trailer. And I freak out. I check for a pulse. I'm looking to see if she's breathing. And I'm just checking. And I walked out. And he was there later that afternoon. I asked him, what the hell did you do? He told me that in the middle of the night, after we were in bed, he brought her there. And I guess he told her that he knew where I had money stashed to get her to go back there. And that he hit her upside the head with something. And that she was trying to leave and she broke the window. And he left her there because he didn't know what to do with her, how to dispose of her. And I told him, I want nothing to do with this. Get her the hell off my mom's property.
Okay, this is on your mom's property.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is Monday morning?
No, this is Monday afternoon when he got off work, that he came out there, that he had asked my mom for a shovel because he told her he had a dog. And I told him I wanted nothing to do with it. And I walked out and I told him, if you don't do something, I'm going to call the cops. And what he did after that, I don't know.
When you checked her pulse, did you
There was
find
nothing.
the pulse?
She was cold.
Was she sitting in a chair?
She was duct taped to
To a
this
chair. What color chair?
It's the only one in that little kitchen area. It's a little
Okay.
blue chair.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, you got to do something. I said, I don't want this crap here. I said, Josh, I don't know what the hell's gotten into you, but you need to do something. And he asked my mom for a shovel. What he did, I didn't think he would bury her on my mother's property. I mean, that's just sick. I mean, it's bad enough what he had done, but to do that and make it look the way it's looking now is just not okay. And he told me, if you tell anybody, I'll make sure you go down with me and you'll be right next to her. Right next to her.
Okay.
So why didn't you tell us the truth in the beginning? Why didn't you tell
Because
us?
I was scared.
You were scared?
I mean, like I told you, I have kids. I mean, I've seen people go to prison for knowing stuff.
Josh was still pointing as Amelia led the police to her trailer and explained what had transpired. The investigator was aware that there was more to Amelia's accusation that she killed Heather and buried her. Josh was questioned on this matter until he eventually broke.
He broke.
Yes. She started down the hall. Amelia, that's when Amelia hit her. She went back and went into that window with her hand. When she did, I grabbed her and I put her in the chair. And I held her down on the chair.
Was she fighting you?
When she really couldn't, man, I'm being my ass to her little bitty self.
The adrenaline was flowing.
And I just held her. I made her take her. She had her arm around her neck. She was trying to snap her neck. She had this hand right here would come over her head, holding her nose.
And where were you?
I was still sitting on her. And once I knew that Heather had got weak, I could tell she was getting weak. Because she was just like, then, nothing.
Now that they knew the whole truth, they wanted to get Amelia to confess. They also understood it would be pointless to interrogate her, as she would probably keep playing the victim. At that point, Amelia was alone herself because everyone thought she was a part of the group, but Josh's sister informed them that she would wear a wire and speak with Amelia about the case. Following her death, they hoped that Heather would come clean to her lone remaining buddy.
Yes, Amelia. I mean, it's breaking my heart.
He shouldn't be in there. I'm telling you right now.
I want the true story from you. You got to tell me the truth so I can help you and Josh. Man, please tell me your side.
What did he tell you? And did he tell you over recorded phones?
No.
Please tell him just to keep his mouth shut and to keep his head up because everything's going to be okay. I don't know when, but he's got to stop talking to them.
I can't sleep. I can't eat. I hadn't ate since Wednesday. So I want detail.
I don't know if you can handle it, Michelle.
Amelia, it would be better. It would be better knowing than not knowing.
We tried to snap her neck. That didn't work.
You did?
He didn't see any other way out, Michelle. I mean, how many more times was he gonna...
But why would you... Why would you try to break her neck?
I tried to be quick and painless.
Amelia was eventually able to tell the police she helped take Heather's life, so they brought her in for an additional interrogation.
I think it's time for we open Pandora's box, at least from our end.
And you need to do it all on the record.
Today, you had a conversation with Josh's sister. That conversation was recorded totally. You, out of your own mouth, admitted to being there.
You used some of the words that I just used. I waited in the house for a few minutes, just like I was told. There was a recorder in her car. There was a microphone in her car so we could listen to you. We didn't just stumble across that car sitting in the park.
Yeah, no.
Okay? We heard everything. Now, let's go back to what I was just saying. You have shown no remorse. I'm not trying to be mean, but quite frankly, so far, you have shown that you're acting like a cold-hearted, hateful person who killed the mother of two children. Okay?
Because I don't cry?
No, because you sit right here stone cold and stare in that man's face and lie to his face. After you told that girl today you tried to break her neck, and it didn't work.
You remember that? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You remember those words? It came from whose mouth?
Fine.
Let's start over. And I'm going to quit talking. I don't have anything more to say.
Tell me what happened.
I did what I was told to do.
Tell me what happened.
What good is it going to do me, Detective Boyd?
Tell me what happened. I want to hear from you. Get that burden off your back. Tell me what happened. You've already admitted to it. You've gotten over that hurdle. You have admitted to killing someone.
No, I admitted to attempting, and it didn't work. He killed her.
Amelia is able to solve the problem, even though she is facing overwhelming evidence and has her back against the wall. During the call, which was recorded, she admitted to trying to kill Heather but failing. She notes that she did not actually complete the task, which is why she used the word tried.
Were you there?
On the record?
Everything is on the record.
From here on out is on the record. You were there when she died.
I did what I was told to do.
Tell me what you did then.
Let me tell you this. As much as Josh has told us, which is a lot, he still says that you were the one who killed her.
I killed her.
Okay. I wasn't there. I don't know. I can tell through our investigation and all the people we've talked to and all sifting through every single lie, Josh has thrown plenty of them up there, you've thrown plenty of them up there, I know you were there, okay? I don't know who killed her at that moment that she died, but I do know y'all were both standing in that room. Is that right? Then if you have something to say that's not the same as what Josh said,
Excuse me.
now's the time.
Don't give us that respect. Don't nod. Is that right?
You have it on tape.
Is that right? I'm not talking to you in sign language.
I know.
I'm talking to you person to person, respectively. I don't want to assume that you nodded your head, but is that right that you were there with Josh when Heather took her last breath? I can't hear you.
Yes.
What did you guys do after she took her last breath?
Can I ask you something?
Can you answer that for me? Can you answer
answering
that?
questions, you're just gonna go ahead and arrest me, right? There's no way I'm going home tonight.
You keep looking at what you're sitting in here doing, and you keep thinking that this is what's getting you in trouble.
No,
Okay?
it's-
What's getting you in trouble is the night of February 15th. Okay? This is why this all started. From here on out, you've got a decision to make. You can still play these games and still try to weasel out of whatever you think you can weasel out of, or you can take the right path. And the right path is sitting in here saying, you know what? I did something wrong. If I had the chance to take it back, I would, but I can't. So you know what? Here's what happened. I apologize. If I could take it back, I would. I'm sorry. So far, the only thing you've done here is try to save your own behind, even though you killed a woman.
I didn't kill her.
Yes, you did.
Then tell me what happened. Because
not
Josh
kill her.
says you did it. After you tried to break her neck and couldn't do it, you killed her.
I did not kill her.
Show me something different then. Because Josh has been telling us the truth for several days.
I did not kill her.
Amelia eventually comes clean following weeks of detective work and police interrogations. The issue is whether or not she is being truthful about what transpired.
He was not.
You were not either.
I was scared shitless.
Was anyone stopping you from running out that door?
Fear?
Was anyone stopping you from running out that door?
Fear, but I guess that doesn't count, huh?
No, it does not, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
One of you is still lying about some of this, but only you or him knows which one is. That's why I've been asking you from the beginning to tell me the truth. That way, when Amelia opened her mouth and said, I have something to say, we both perk up and say, well, if Amelia's saying she's the one that's truthful, we have to believe her. At this point...
Do you not see why I'd be scared to tell you the truth?
There's no need to be afraid of Josh. Josh has never beaten you. Josh has no history of beating you.
No,
and Josh is in jail right now.
But until that night, do you not see why after that night I would be scared to go against him?
Okay, but Josh told us that y'all had talked about doing something
We've
like
never
this.
talked about
He said
anything
y'all
like this.
y'all had never planned it fully.
Fear is not an issue with you.
What do you mean?
Fear has never been an issue with you. You have never been afraid of Josh before or after you guys took someone's life.
Afraid he might leave you.
No, I wasn't afraid of him leaving me because I left him. I left him.
Do you understand me? Fear was not an issue.
I was afraid to go against him.
You just told me that you tried to break her neck.
Because he
that's
told me
attempted
to.
murder. That's what you told me. Is that not what you told me?
Yes.
What I did was attempted murder. Correct?
Because he told me to.
But that's what you... Is that not what you said? I tried to break her neck, but I couldn't.
You don't think you deserve that?
No, because I didn't kill her. I really didn't.
So he calls you, whether you think he was joking or not, he calls you and says, I'm on the way there. wait till we're in there a couple minutes and come back. And you know exactly what that means. You know exactly what it's going to lead to. And you made no attempt to stop him, talk him out of it, or call the police. You went out there. She tries to get away. She's trying to escape because she sees what's coming. She's struggling, and you help him imprison her, keep her. You help him do all the things that he needs to do, knowing what's about to happen. He asks you to kill her, and whether you tried real hard or whether you didn't try real hard, you make an attempt so that it will be quick and painless and she can be put out of her misery. And when you're unable to do it, whether you were not strong enough or whether you didn't have the willpower, you step away so that he can take his turn. You watch it happen. At no time have you told us that you tried to stop him, you tried to talk him out of it, you tried to say, you know what?
There was no, if you were there, Detective Spike.
I wasn't there.
If you'd have been there.
You were.
There was
time before he got there. You could have picked up the phone and said,
I honestly
Josh,
didn't think he was coming.
let's not do this. This isn't a good idea. You could have said, Sheriff's Department, I think I've gotten in deep, but I'm trying to do the right thing. I don't want this girl to lose her life. I don't want these children to lose their mother. And all these things I'm saying to you, you helped put her underneath the table for a day, maybe 2 days.
I didn't help do any of that. I just knew that he did it.
You come outside to see if the hole's deep enough that he's about to bury her in. You watch her being buried. You help cover her up.
I didn't watch. I went back inside.
Did you jump in the hole?
No.
On top of her?
No, that's sick.
Okay.
So all these things, and what do you think that you are guilty of then?
I know what I'm guilty of.
What do you think it would be appropriate?
But I just wish that you would take into consideration, but I was fucking scared.
Tell me what you think you're guilty of.
Of being a monster.
I'm sorry? Of being a monster?
Of helping a monster.
I didn't understand.
Helping a monster.
Oh, helping a monster. Do you want anything to drink? Do you need to use the restroom? Are you okay?
No.
Are you hurting? I guess I should ask that because I know that you're not okay. Are you physically okay? Huh?
How long before you guys take me over?
After cooperating with the police, Josh would receive a life term in prison, and Amelia would face murder charges as well. Amelia would be sentenced to death and would die for 8 years without the chance of release. She would receive a new sentence of life in jail without the possibility of parole after serving 8 years.
Gotta get some paperwork.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. Surprised, but I'm doing good. How are you?
A lot lighter.
A lot lighter. You've lost some weight.
Yeah, potatoes will do it to you.
Potatoes. I thought potatoes put on weight.
You gotta eat them.
You're not eating them?
So, once a day, lunch is about the only time they give us something decent. Like they'll put bacon or bacon bits, cheese. But plain potatoes? Mm-mm.
No.
Can't do it.
Okay, well, we got to get some laundry stuff out of the way first.
So what?
I call it laundry stuff. Some of this particular, some of
the paperwork.
The paperwork stuff. Okay, so that we're all on the same page. I received a call from your mom.
Yeah.
That you wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Any reason why you didn't send a request form?
I did.
Okay.
But I had called my mom first and then did the request form. So you'll be getting that.
Okay.
I don't know when.
Okay. But you do want to talk to me? Okay. Without the presence of your attorney?
I just saw my attorney not too long ago.
Well, before I can speak with you about anything you want to talk about, we have to go through the same stuff we went through before. I know. Okay.
I just kind of wanted to run some things by you off the record.
Well, nothing is off the record. Okay? Nothing is off the record. This is very, very serious.
I know.
Okay? Now, if you want to tell me something, I'm here to listen to you. But understand that I'm going to do my job correctly. I'm going to make sure you know your rights. Okay?
My attorney's going to be pissed that I'm talking to you without her here.
Well, that's your choice.
Okay.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is your same Miranda form that I read you once before. Okay? I'm going to read it to you again. What do you want to talk about?
He's bragging to a lot of people that his intent was not only to harm her, but someone else.
Where are you getting at? This is the time. If you're gonna talk to me, this ain't no hypothetical.
No, it's
This ain't
not.
no playing games.
It's not.
This ain't you sitting in the cell for how many days you been in now?
90 today.
90 days?
Yeah.
Okay, for you to try to come up with something.
I'm not coming up with anything because I've got people who will talk to you for me to tell you. But what I'm saying is he's bragging. His intent was not only to harm her, but someone else. Had that person been there, they wouldn't be here today.
And who was that?
I believe James Aiken. The guy did not give me a name. An inmate approached me. We all go to the courthouse. You know that.
James Aiken is your baby's daddy.
My youngest, yeah.
All right.
Right. And the gentleman approached me, told me what Fulgham was telling him.
And who was the gentleman then?
Huh? Who, the inmate?
Yeah.
What good is it going to do me, is what I want to know first.
I mean, obviously right now he had no, you say he had intentions or he was bragging about it. I haven't heard about it.
Right.
Obviously he can't do anything to him now.
No.
I mean, I'm here on the case that you and Josh with Heather Strong. That's what we're here about.
Right.
And that's what I want to talk about. If you want to talk about anything for us that's fine. Hypothetically speaking,
No, it's
I don't
not
want to talk about that. Him made mention or made some threats or some verbal stuff that he was going to do something to somebody else, but it never got carried out. That's nothing. That holds no weight. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and BS you. I want to be straight up with you, like I've been throughout the whole entire time in this case. I mean, you knew the gig was up the first day you came and talked to us. Right or wrong?
What I'm getting at is he's confessing to who, what, where, when, why, and how, and what his intentions were, and that it was premeditated. And you could probably get it on tape.
I know all that. He's talked to me about all that. He's told me his part.
That his intent was on someone else as well?
No. I'll tell you, I'm talking about Josh Fulgham, Amelia Carr, and Heather Strong. These are the only three people who know what happened. Heather Strong obviously can't tell me. Amelia Carr, Josh Fulgham. Although only two can tell me what happened to this girl. He's confessed his sins to me. And he's told me what your involvement was.
Which is none if you listen.
That's not true.
Well, that's your opinion.
It is. It is.
I've sat in here 90 days.
And you're trying your best to come up with something to take the heat off of you.
No, I'm not, because these are people I don't even know approaching me, willing to come forward.
They ain't come forward. The only person who's coming forward is you.
The only reason I haven't given names is because what is the point?
There's really no point, to be honest with you, unless you're going to come in here and tell me what your involvement was.
Which
That's
was
what we know that to be totally opposite. You know you can't come over here and pull the sheet over my eyes.
I'm not trying to pull a sheet over your eyes. What I'm telling you is he is bragging that I wasn't there, that I had nothing to do with this.
You told me you were there. You told me what you did. Do you not remember all that?
I told you what you wanted to hear.
No. This is some game that Amelia wants to try to come play. It ain't gonna work. You ain't tell me what I want to hear. Because number one, you didn't know that I was listening to your conversation with Josh's sister. You also told her that too.
Told her what?
I mean, I'm gonna cut this interview very, very short. Okay? If you're here to tell me your involvement,
which is none.
Okay, well, I don't believe you.
Because
obviously you don't remember what you told me the first time.
What do you mean?
Maybe you need to sit 90 more days and think about what you told me before you try to come in here today and pull something over me.
I'm not trying to pull something over you.
It ain't gonna work.
I know what I told you.
Okay, so why are you sitting up here questioning me what you told me?
Because what I told you wasn't the truth.
What's the truth?
I'm not playing this game.
What's the truth?
That I wasn't there.
Which is a lie.
As far as you know.
Exactly.
Okay, there you go.
You done? All right, sit tight.